Welcome back, everyone, to another Chaos Battle League video. This is, of course, The Average Gamer, and in today's video, I'm bringing back the Werewolf. Not this deck. That's my main pushing deck. That's the one I've been using since the 3-star competition, and it's just too good for me to give up. This is the deck that I am playing. Now, the only card I'm not too certain about in the deck right at this point in time is the Vultures. I don't know if they're needed, and after a match, if I don't like them or if I don't feel they fit properly, I'll probably swap them out for something else. But this is it. It's a 3.2 cost, and the reason why I built this deck is because I wanted to work in something with the Harpy. Now, the Harpy had a recent change where when you deploy it on the map, it causes a sandstorm that doesn't do any damage, but it pulls everything in. Now, it's kind of conflicting because the card, I find, works best with something like the Werewolf or even the Trojan Horse because it speeds up, it helps speed them up and get them down the lane to the tower. But those two cards are kind of, the sandstorm effect is kind of pointless for those two. So I was thinking, you know what? This card now, the Harpy, is ideal. It's always probably been, I always found it was ideal for offensive counter pushes. Like you drop it so they get across, as I said, they get across to the tower quicker. Now what you're going to do with this is play her on defense with an AoE unit. You wouldn't really play her any other time because you're going to waste her sandstorm ability. So pairing her with the Dracula, you could also use her to pair it up with the Tin Man, with the... the Tin Man, the Quartermaster, though the Quartermaster only hits ground units. So probably the best thing for this would be for the Tin Man or the Dracula. And basically you'll pull everything in and get it into their range so they can take everything out. Then drop the Werewolf down on a counter push with her so she can push it across much quicker. So that's the whole goal. Plus paired with the Sashimono. And we could really see some havoc on the tower. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to see how it goes. Again, there are two cards that I could switch out. I could switch out the Dracula for Tin Man, and I don't know. I probably not, but it is something you could do. But it's the Vultures. I don't know if I need that extra win condition. I don't know if something else is better off in its place. Like the Pharaoh, that would increase the cost a little bit, but the Pharaoh is definitely a solid card to have in your deck for facing Shoguns and Minotaurs. All right. Anyways, enough rambling. Let's jump into it and see if we can make it work. There we go. So I've been climbing up pretty good. I didn't play the tournament. I only played one, the free entry. I went 12-0. To me, I don't know, you get spoiled because the rewards are all cut in half. I understand why the devs did it, and it makes sense. But when you're spoiled with it, and now you got to spend the same amount of time to get half the rewards, I need so many epics to level up because to get them all to level 8 that, I don't know, grinding it just seemed pointless to me. So, I mean, I could have tried to get a bunch more legendaries, but I don't know. I just pushed a little bit on ladder and just kind of relaxed on the weekend. Yeah. All right, Russians are coming. These guys are all solid players. So not the best starting hand, but we're going to put a Crowbot in here in the back and see what happens. So he's going to put his down. So we're just going to put the... Okay, yeah. So we're going to do this here. We're going to put the Dracula over here. And we're going to put these little guys right here. Perfect. Now, we're going to drop down the Werewolf. And there we go. That's pretty good. I'm not going to waste the Sashimono because the tower is going to go down anyways. So there's really no point in spending the energy on it. So we're going to pull everything. We're going to put her... Oh, I didn't put her down. Okay. So basically, see, she sucks everything up like that. I don't know if I like it, though. Like, I understand the point of it, but at the same time, I don't. So, it's a tough call. She's a situational card. That I don't know how well she's going to work in any deck, in all honesty. It's just my opinion. Doesn't mean it's right. So this is a pretty good push. If we do this, and then we get this down, like this, and we drop down the Sashimono, and then they will take that down. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of damage from the Samurai, but I'm not too worried about it. You know, one hit's not at the end of the world. Okay. So we're going to drop this here. We're going to drop this here. See this? See, this is sort of... Now that didn't work out to my... I don't know. I don't know if I like the card. I just don't know if I do. Drop the Sashimono down. Oh, never mind. He made me waste that. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. So basically, you do this, drop her down, and see, she pulls everything. It is a good technique for defense. But I don't know, guys. I don't know, you know, what... I don't know, I forgot to change the special, but I don't know if I want that special. I don't know. It's a tough card to use because its two abilities are, as I said, are a little bit on the conflicting side. You know, in one sense, you know, it's a great defensive card, but then she's gonna, if they come with air units, the air units are likely going to take her out after she uses her Sandstorm ability, and then her ability to help speed up your push down the lane is gone. It's out the window. So I don't know, guys. I don't know how I feel about the Harpy. It just seems that I mean, I find that she just needs to be paired with an AoE that hits ground and air to make her the most effective. I mean, yes, you can use her in a situation where there's a bunch of troops on your tower and you just got to get them off to mitigate damage. But I don't know, man. I'm not finding her. I don't know. It's hard to explain, guys. I don't know what to say. She's a hit and miss card, I think. That's what I think. Anyways, we're going to try one more battle. I didn't really work her the way I wanted to, like paired up with the Dracula. It's also, you know, she costs, she costs 4, so it's a pretty expensive defensive combo as well. Like, no matter what AoE unit you want to pair her with, they're all going to cost at least 4. So, I don't know. My opinion is I just think she needs... I don't know. I think if she costs less, she might be overpowered. I think at a 3 cost... I don't know. I just don't know. Anyways, we'll see. We'll try her out against Tinko, who's a good player. So that's the... this is where the real challenge is going to be, because I didn't really find it did all that well against a player that was much lower and probably not as good. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Okay, let's see here. Tinko's a good player, so I gotta concentrate. He's not easy to play against. I'm going to put her over here. I know it kind of defeats her purpose, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Right. It's all about defending and defending good. But this card doesn't have a super amount of good defensive cards, I'm finding. So it's going to struggle. We're just going to throw a, you know, just a cycle. Okay, well, that's not sure. Yeah, we'll get the tower. There we go. All right, it's not too bad. Okay. Now we're gonna drop this right here to speed this up. That was kind of annoying on his part, but you know. Okay. There we go. Okay, she wasn't too bad on that defense. She did mitigate, you know, a good amount of damage. All right. Well, that was closer than I wanted to be. But he's a good player, so that's, you know, a good challenge on it. When you're testing a new deck, it's nice to get a challenge, and he's definitely a challenge. So shout out to Tinko. But this deck is, at the end of the day, and not taking anything away from him, because I did beat him, but the deck is, maybe it's the vultures. I don't know, but then I don't know what I would put in its place, because it's meant to be a cycle deck, right? So what do I put in its place to keep the cost where it is? You know, maybe the Oni might be a good one to put in its place. Maybe the Witch, if you've got her a decent level. I just won't be leveling mine. So I don't know, you know, how comfortable I feel with this type of deck. I do like the werewolf type cycle decks, but I think at the end of the day, the Harpy is too situational. She did help me mitigate damage on his last push that he had with the Trojan Horse and the Alchemist. But outside of that, I'm not too sure how effective she's going to be on a consistent basis. So very situational. But that's the deck. I hope you get an idea for it. It's mostly just a fun deck. I don't know if I would actually take the deck seriously enough to push on ladder. As I said, it's the Harpy. I like the concept of her. I really, really do. I just wish she had a little... I don't know what I wish, to be honest. Because I don't know... I just don't know the best way to use her. Because as I said, in one sense, you know, if you put the werewolf down and drop her down with the werewolf, she'll get the werewolf there much quicker. And then, of course, then you can drop down the Sashimono and you wreak havoc on the tower. Then at the other side of it, though, the Sandstorm is good on the defense. But then a lot of times your opponents, most times, is going to at least have an air targeting unit that's going to come in. And that air targeting unit on their push is going to take out the Harpy before you can use her on a counter push. And then, of course, that basically negates her other ability of helping you push down the lane quicker. So, I don't know, guys. I'm not too sure about it yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. Nixus wanted me to do a video or do like a suggestion on the Harpy. I don't know. I'm looking maybe with the Alchemist, but that's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy though. He costs 5, right? And she's 4, so that's 9. So, because one of the things, and I've said it before, you want to learn when you're defending, you want to know your cards and know your opponent's cards. So it's really good to read through the cards, because you don't want to overcommit on defending, and that's a common mistake some people make, is you just spend too much energy to defend. Because there's just some pushes, no matter what, you're not going to mitigate all the damage. You're still going to take damage. So sometimes you got to sacrifice a little bit of damage and not spend as much energy. And when you're defending with her plus the Dracula, or her with Alchemist, those are all expensive defensive maneuvers that, you know, could cost you a game. So it's hit or miss. In my opinion, right at this point, I don't find her very useful in the current meta, and I would not suggest using her. If you have a deck idea with her and you'd like to share it with me, definitely leave a comment below, and I will build the deck and try it out and see how it goes. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all the new subscriptions I'm getting. I really, really appreciate it, guys. There's going to be a lot more consistency, as I said in the past, and better quality coming as things change for me here in real life. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video, smash the like button. And if you're not already, please subscribe. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.